Hey friend, thank you so much for watching. This is Jose. Today I want to talk to you on how consistency can transform your life. But first, I want to give you access to our free Design Your Life Goal Cheat Sheet PDF. You can download it on the description below. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. See friends, anybody can do something one time and do it well. As a matter of fact, all of us could. But being consistent is the hard part. Consistency will give you the breakthroughs that you need in your life, in your spiritual life, in your emotional life, in your relationships, in your business. Listen, consistency can change your life. I want to share with you a personal story. For years, I've struggled with severe migraines. Many people don't know that about me, but I've struggled for years with severe migraines. And one thing that I've tried to do is I've tried to figure out a way to alleviate them throughout the years. And so recently, maybe about a few months ago, I would say, I found a doctor who gave me a recommendation, and he said, you know what? How about you take this Demi-Roll, and it's basically a piece of foam that you lay on and put it behind your neck, and you lay on it for about 50 days, and every single day you move up in time. Ultimately, you're going to be doing about 20 minutes of laying on this piece of foam. Now, for anybody who knows me knows that sitting still for that long period of time is really hard work. So that was a big challenge for me. But I began to put these instructions and I began to apply them in my life. And I began to do this, and I had to do it for 50 consecutive days. That's a long period of time. Now, 50 days, I began to do this, and I did it for 50 days, and all of a sudden, my headaches were decreasing, and I started feeling better, and I'm feeling better today. And then another 50 days, and then another 50 days. And I'm telling you, it has literally brought about a transformation in how I deal with these headaches. Now, I want to tell you, could it be possible that your miracle is one consistent act away? I'm going to repeat that again for emphasis, and I want you to write it down somewhere. Could it be possible that your miracle is one consistent act away? Sometimes we're praying for miracles when in reality, the breakthroughs that we need are on us being consistent. There's some things that God can do, and there's some things that He's given us the ability to do. Now, there's some things that if you're consistent, you're going to see the transformation. If you want to see your business grow, then you need to do certain things consistently. Luckily, there's not 100 things that we need to do. We just need to figure out what are the things that I need to do consistently in this area so that I can see the results. I speak to a lot of people, and a lot of people email me or call me or text me and say, hey, listen, I want to write this book. I just don't know where to start. And I used to give them all these tips and all this advice and all these websites. I don't do that anymore. You know why? Because I know that it sparks an interest, but the reality, what separates people is the people who begin to do. Now, what I do tell them now is, well, start writing. I mean, I don't mean to be rude or anything like that, or simplify it, but that's how simple it is. You want to write a book? Well, start writing it. That's how you write a book. That's how you finish it. You start with one word, one sentence, one paragraph, one chapter at a time. And so then we can talk about the other aspects of publishing a book, but it starts with writing a word. It starts with an idea. It starts with making it happen. So what I want you to do, I want you to look at your life right now, and I want you to imagine what it would be like for you to receive that miracle that you're looking for. Now, some miracles, God is going to have to do them because we're not God, and we don't have infinite powers and all these the miracles that only God can do. So some miracles you're going to have to pray about, and God is going to have to do them. But some things in your life God has given you the ability to do. If you're trying to lose weight, stop praying for God to help you to lose weight. All you have to do is get off your butt, start eating healthier, and start moving more. That's how simple it is. We complicate things. So your miracle is one consistent act away. The problem is we do this sporadically and randomly, and that's why we don't see results. But if we want to see the results that we desire, we need to be consistent in our actions, okay? And let me tell you something. The disciplines that you apply to one area of your life tends to spill over into other areas of our lives as well. I'm telling you, I am a living witness of this. When I slack off, and I do that often, when I slack off in one area of my life, I tend to slack off in another area. Let me tell you, if I slack off in my eating and I begin to just eat whatever I want and, not healthy foods, which I often like to do, that's a weakness, right? But if I tend to do that a lot, then it spills over into my fitness, and it spills over into, I don't feel like working out today. And so I try to catch myself, and I try not to let this be a pattern. But what I'm trying to say is that your disciplines will spill over into other areas of your life. So if you get focused and are consistent in one area, and I want you to focus on one area right now. So there's 2 action steps to this video and to this audio. I want you, number 1, to think of an area that you desire to see a miracle in, that you desire to grow in, that you desire to see a transformation in. One area, whether that is your faith, if you want to grow in your relationship with Christ, I want you to think about it, and I want you to write it down. I want you to say, you know what, I'm tired of my sinful behavior, my patterns that are destructive. I'm tired of living the way I'm living, and I want to do something differently. Well, you're going to have to make some sacrifices and some steps in order to see that transformation. First of all, you need to rely on God, but then you're going to have to do your part. You're going to have to disconnect from some people. You're probably going to have to connect to other people, and you're going to have to do certain things consistently that are going to get you the results that you want. If you want to increase your profits in your business and take your business to the next level, or your organization to the next level, there are key things that you need to do consistently in order to take that to the next level. So number 1, think of an area. If it's to write a book, write that down. If it's to lose weight, write that down. Whatever it is, I want you to write it down. And number 2, I want you to do small steps every day. And here's how I broke it down. Here's what I've done in my own life. When I have a long or a big task or a big goal, what I do is I break it down in 30-minute time frames. I literally would put my timer, and I would sit down and I would work on that specific task for 30 minutes. And if you remember earlier in this audio presentation, I told you that it's hard for me to sit down for long periods of time. But if I put timers and if I put goals, smaller goals, I'm able to accomplish this, and I'm able to be consistent over long periods of time. Why? So now I put 30 minutes at a time, and I know I only have to work at this for 30 minutes. Now, I might put another 30 minutes after that, after I stretch and walk around. But the point is, you break it down into small steps in order for you to stay consistent at it. And then be consistent for however long it takes for you to see the results you want. All right? So let me just challenge you one more time. Your miracle is one consistent act away. And if you practice consistency in one area, it is going to spill over into every other area of your life. I hope that you download that free goal cheat sheet. It is going to help you apply these principles in your life. And I hope to hear from you and see what areas in your life you're going to start applying consistency in. Till next time, friends.